Happy Monday, everyone. It's Kimberly Beer here with Make It Happen Monday. One thing you can do this week to better promote your business. So today I want to talk about blogging. I've gotten a lot of questions over my last few seminars about blogging. Should I be blogging? What are some things around blogging? Why would I want to blog? Is blogging still valid? And those are all great questions. The answer to most of them is yes. So I will caveat all of this by saying blogging, when I'm talking about here, blogging is a written blog on a website using a product like WordPress to publish that blog on a regular basis. So for those of you who are interested in blogging as maybe writing an article here and there, that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. If you are interested in doing something with video, it's a little bit different than what I'm going to be talking about today. The things that I'm going to discuss could be applicable, but it's not exactly the same. So if you don't like to write, blogging is probably not a good thing for you to consider doing, even though there are some really good reasons why you should be blogging and why blogging is definitely beneficial as a marketing tool. If you don't like to write, blogging becomes a painful chore at best and something you resent at worst. So what if you don't like to write? Let's just say this. If you don't like to write, blogging is probably not for you. That does not mean that there's not some regular content options that are not perfect for you. If you like video, if you like audio, there's a ton of ways to put out regular and consistent content, which is why you would want to consider blogging. So now I'm going to actually dive into the 3 reasons that I think that you should consider blogging if you like to write and you're willing to commit to doing this on a regular schedule. Those are the 2 things that really are required before we can even go any further into blogging. The first one is customer connection. So in today's world, there is no more lazy marketing. I think that's going to be one of my mantras for the next year, is there just is no more lazy marketing. Gone are the days that you can just randomly post a few things on social media and get some attention from your followers because of the algorithms, because the amount of information that's out there. The content that we put forward to our customers needs to be very valuable, and it also needs to be published on a really regular basis. Now, that being said, I know this time of year in particular, my everything has fallen off. We're doing really poorly about posting on our social media. I know my clients are struggling with that, and I realize that it is a struggle to post regular content. But I can tell you, if you will commit to putting at least one piece of content out every single week that is valuable to your customers in some form or fashion, you will get much more engaged customer connection. So I may not be so great at posting on my photography Facebook page, but I make sure Make It Happen Monday goes out every single week. And a blog can be that customer connection for you if you're willing to commit to it on a really regular basis. Blogs, by the way, don't have to come out every week. They could come out every month. They could come out once a quarter. I do recommend a little more frequency than once a quarter, but if that's all you can commit to, making sure it happens, then that's a place to start. Weekly, in my opinion, is the best way to go if you're publishing a blog or some type of other regular content. In this case, my blog happens to be Make It Happen Monday, and it happens to be a video that I can record with my voice and PowerPoint, which are things that are super easy for me. So see what I mean? If it's not, writing is not for you, there are other options out there. It's just not quite the same thing as a blog. All right, hope I didn't get too far off topic there with you guys. So, blogs can help you provide really regular content for both your website and your social channels. And we're going to see that it really benefits both of those areas. Another reason is SEO, and I'm going to get more to that in a moment, but it really can push your website up to have that regular valuable content on. And who out there doesn't struggle for really good content with your social channels? And a blog can be great content for your social posts because it's original and it's something that goes right to the heart of the customers that you are trying to reach. So a tip here is to push out specific blog content several times in different ways on your social channels, plus repost older blogs when the topics become relevant. What you're really doing when you're blogging, if you're doing this with mindfulness ahead of time, is you're creating this wonderful library of customer connection and content that you can consistently use and reuse to help promote your business to your customers through social channels. So, and I say social channels, I don't just mean social channels. I also mean email marketing. So share it on LinkedIn, share it on Facebook, share a Instagram post around the same topic, and then make sure you also send out an email that points people back to your blog. Make sure that they're subscribed to it, of course. Shouldn't have to say that, but I will. All right. The second reason that you might want to consider blogging is authority. Consistent blogging sets you apart from your competition. It places you in the know in your customers' eyes. And trust me, in today's world, that makes a huge difference in being able to impact your customers to make a sale or to stay loyal to your business. Two objectives that all of us are out there to get. The bonus here is that authority figure position can lead to some greater things. Speaking engagements are one of them. Being invited to write an article in a book would be another. Being invited to be a guest blogger on someone else's blog. There are lots of things that blogs can lead to that will open up doors and opportunities for you as you go along. Again, the key is to do it consistently over time. It's usually not something that happens within the first 3 or 4 blogs that you write, but a year from now, you could be in a totally different position with speaking engagements or being a guest blogger or possibly even writing your own book, blogging your way to a book. It's very important, because your blogs are going to be read over time, that you place a call to action in each one that corresponds with how the customers can use the information in the blog in a way that generates income for your business. The ultimate goal here is to write blogs that help people make the right decision to hire you for whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is, it can be a product that they purchase, a donation that they supply to your nonprofit, or to hire you to perform a specific service for them. The third reason to consider blogging is a pretty common one, and it's one that often gets people to start blogging and then they kind of fall flat, because it's one of the reasons that you should not start a blog specifically for SEO. Now, if you are a blogger and you feel like you can keep up with this, SEO is a massive benefit. Google loves informational resources, and that's what your blog is. If your blog is a resource to your customers, and it very well should be if it's valuable to them, which is the key ingredient in making blogs successful, Google is happy to push your blog and your website out to those customers for you. Because it is an informational resource, Google likes to serve people seeking information. So when someone comes along seeking information about whatever it is that your blog is about, which should be connected to your company and how to hire you, then your blog becomes a great resource for Google to place in front of the people looking for that information. A bonus is when other people link to your blog. So when you have a blog that is well enough respected that other people are using it for a resource in the things that they're doing online, you get SEO bonus points when those people link to your blog. It's called a backlink. And that really helps push you up, because then Google even looks more with more respect at your website to say, yes, this is a place we want to send our customers, because we know that they're going to get valuable information, because we see this particular blog post being used as a resource out there in the world in a larger capacity. A tip here is to use lots of keywords and key phrases. Very rarely do searchers just look for a word. They look for a phrase. So think about the phrases that people would be typing in to find whatever information is in that specific blog. Think about who is the perfect person to read it, and what would they type into Google to find that specific blog. Also, make sure you use links in your blog articles. Make sure you link back to other resources if they're out there. Again, Google loves when you connect all of the dots for your customers, and they will reward you for doing that effectively. Again, blogging is not for everyone. The two things that you must commit to with a blog if you're going to be successful is, one, doing it consistently, and two, providing valuable content. I think that we can officially put to rest the days of just sort of random blogging content out there that simply is keyword loaded for people to find a website. I know that there are folks out there that promote that that's still a valid resource for marketing, but to me, that's lazy marketing. And lazy marketing is not as effective as really good marketing that is valuable to your customers. And honestly, it doesn't take that much longer to put a little bit of mindfulness and thought into creating a blog post. And then when you do, you get so much better response out of it from both your customers and from search engines, and also from the algorithms on social media, because your clients really interact with that information. And all of these algorithms that are designed to push your content out to the just perfect person for it start to kick in, and that's when the magic really starts to happen. And blogging can be one of the resources that helps you attain that. So if you want to consider more about blogging, I suggest you look at WordPress as a platform if you're new to blogging. If you're not new to blogging and you have a blog out there that you have not shown a lot of love to, hey, it's all good. You have it started. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, but just start making a plan for publishing consistent content on that blog. And there's a ton of tips that can go around that. And at some point in the very near future, I'll do an entire webinar on blogging and how to set your blog up and how to revive a blog that has kind of gone south. Until then, maybe think about putting a blog on your project list for your marketing for 2018. Because I'm telling you, I think that this is a great resource for many of you. It's not the perfect fit for everyone, but it is something that can definitely provide you with a lot of content, a lot of SEO bonus points, and then a lot of bonus points from your customers. Have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Thank you much.